Hello.
Hello, Dave.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
I've known Elton for 20 years, and he'd agreed to walk with me for a few miles through the Hertfordshire countryside.
I was going to ask you about growing up in Pinner.
It was all right, actually. I mean, I was born in a council house in 55 Pinner Hill Road.
Yeah.
And it was quite rural there, actually. There was a farm opposite.
Yeah.
And it was fine. You know, you used to have to get the bus to school or cycle to school. I quite liked it.
I bet you were really nice.
I was ever so nice.
Well,
I daren't not be. No, I
When
had
you went
very
to-
strict parents, so I was very nice. Wouldn't say boo to a goose.
So how old were you when you went to the Royal Academy of Music?
I was 11, and I went every Saturday from the age of 11 to 15, except when I played truant.
When did you start playing in hotels and pubs around kind of Pinner and Harrow?
I started when I was about 16. I was still at school, and I basically just to get money to pay for my equipment, my amplifier, my microphone, and eventually my electric piano, because I was in a band at the same time. So I used to play on Friday, Saturday and Sundays, and I got £1 a night, and all the money that I could get from taking the box round at the end of the night. So, and I earned quite a lot of money, actually, and that paid for all my stuff.
I remember seeing you, and you had your kind of yellow dungarees on, and you would draw a veil over the costumes.
Well, that was my rebellion against suburbia, you see.
So how old were you when you finally said goodbye to Pinner for good?
Well, after Pinner, I lived in Northwood Hills,
Where's that, exactly?
about a mile from Pinner.
Exactly.
A couple of miles from Pinner. And then when I started to make it, I moved to London to the Water Gardens. I went very grand immediately, so I got an Aston Martin. So I went from a Ford Escort to an Aston Martin straight away, and I've never looked back.
Oh my God, we've got to get over a style.
This should be worth filming.
Well, I'm sick of them, but... Right.
Style with Janet Street Porter.
I know, I've got no style now.
So where are we going now? Left or straight on, right? Why do you like walking so much?
I like walking because you get away from everybody, but then the paradox is when you're filming a walk, the people are with you. But the bits you walk by yourself are really good.
So you sometimes you just leave them behind and you meet them somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about when you're walking? Do you find you don't think about much in general, just...
You're very aware of all the light and the colour and the landscape. Hello? Oh, yeah. It's just very exhilarating because you feel the weather. You do feel free.
I love walking around my garden.
When I said that I like walking because originally the idea was I like to be by myself, I think that being by yourself is something that I've only been able to do after I was 50.
Yeah.
Up to when I was 50, I couldn't be by myself for a minute. Not a minute.
I quite like being by myself sometimes, just to zone out at home and just be by myself. I never used to be any good at it at all. I always had to have people around. I know what you mean. The older you get, the more tolerance you get for being on your own. Don't you like getting older?
I like it now. I don't like your body dropping a bit.
Right.
Perhaps that's another reason why I do all the walking, is
Right.
to try and, you know, arrest all that. And then I spend hours in the mirror wondering about my eyelids.
You look all right for your age, yeah?
I don't mind getting old.
No, but I think you get a much more your perspective on things changes, and you get much more opinionated. But I like that. I like people with an opinion, but I think it's much more clearer when you're older. I mean...
I think you're nicer than me, basically.
Well, I think there's so much crap and mediocrity about, and you can say it when you're 50.
It's true.
Second style.
Second style. This is a relatively style-free walk.
Oh, road.
Do you ever play doubles?
Oh, yeah, I love doubles. So only if your partner's any good.
You nearly said
You'll be lethal.
You nearly said gorgeous, didn't you?
Yeah, all right.
I think we'll go left here. Would you have your eyelids done?
No.
You wouldn't. Actually, you've got really good skin. thing is, do you want to look... Do you think old can look sexy?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish I would believe you.
So I'm going to leave you here then, and you have to carry on.
I'm going
to go into London to buy some records.
You're going to buy some records, and I'm walking to the M25.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Guess which one has the most glamorous lifestyle?